and I live at 2216 Bollinger Avenue Northeast. We're in the thick of the holiday season, and I want to acknowledge how challenging holidays can be for the Tyson, Cornash, Williams, Nero, and Ross families. Thank you to those who came to a very cold one-year anniversary vigil for Zachary Cornash. Please join me in a moment of silence for everyone grieving these losses. Thank you. When I was 13 years old, I lost a good friend to childhood leukemia. Her name was Eva. It was a tragedy, but it wasn't a crime. Eva didn't die because of domestic violence or street violence or police violence. Too many 13-year-olds know the very different grief of losing a loved one at the hands of an adult employed by their government to protect them. Children in Akron are starting to grapple with the loss of their friend and relative, 15-year-old Jasmine Tucker. I know how hard I struggled with Eva's death. I have no idea how much harder it would have been if she had been killed by a police officer while she walked down the street. It never occurred to us. Eva was as white as I am. When Eva's younger sister Amy developed the same cancer a few years later, her family was devastated. Thankfully, Amy survived. Often, we take the genetic link in a cancer diagnosis more seriously than we take systemic deadly police violence, particularly against Black bodies. The pattern continues, ravaging the same families over and over. The family of Frank Tyson will never be the same. They thought they would have Frank with them for the first time in 24 years these holidays. The family of Zachary Cornash will never be the same. They had him for 24 years before his life was cut way too short. His younger wife cannot be here today, so in her stead, I wanted to mention that the renovations at Skylark Terrace continue to move forward in ways that abuse residents. As an example, residents are not given the option to move to a renovated unit before renovations start on the unit where they live. They're told to pile all their furniture and belongings in one room, and then keep children out of the way of workers. It would be one thing if this indecent practice was for a few days, but we're talking about weeks and even months. Could you live decently with all your furniture and your belongings piled in one room for months? Justice for Frank Tyson, Zachary Cornash, and all the residents of Skylark Terrace.
Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Bruce. Our next speaker